sons and daughters of Odin. I am the Lord of the Runes. Welcome to another reading of the elderfuthark runes, the 24 ancient symbols of divination magic. I am going to prepare a video which will go into detail about each rune, because what I've been doing so far is just drawing a rune each day and talking about the meaning of that one. But I am preparing a two-part series, two-part video really, for detailing the runes, what they are, what they mean, and so on, each rune in particular. So it might take me a while to do on top of the many other things I've got on my plate at the moment. But in the meantime, I will draw this rune shortly, whatever it may be. So let's see what the wyrd has to offer. I'm pulling it out of this bag, by the way. Aha! This is Isaz, ice. I don't think I've drawn this one before. No, I haven't. Not that I recall, anyway. For these videos. So ice. Ice can mean many things, but in the context of this rune in particular, ice is something that you can travel swiftly on. In the ancient times, they used to travel on the icy fjords and rivers and streams, lakes and so on, using sleds, and it was a fast way to travel. So they had, I think, wolves and dogs or whatever they were, and horses. Swift travel. However, there were dangers associated with that, of course. If you didn't know how thick the ice was on which you were travelling. Also, when sunlight shines through ice, it creates a certain glamorous look. The light refracts in a very beautiful way, and it can glamorize us. And so it has the energy of glamorization, distracting or dazzling through glamorization. It's also the energy of being stagnant, frozen in fear. What do you do when you get scared? For instance, you freeze, you stop. You're like, oh shit, what do I do now? That's the human reaction. And the energy of Isaz is being frozen in place for a particular period of time, for a length of time, through fear, inaction. So it has multiple facets, and you can't really get it in the inverted position because it's just a straight line. You can, but it has its challenge and its gift, of course. And depending on what the person asks in a reading, then I'll intuit from there. But what I'm getting today from the wyrd, W-Y-R-D, the Norns are spinning. What I'm getting here is there's a number of energies of fear being frozen in place. Now, when we are frozen in place, when we stagnate, then we don't make progress. We're afraid to move forward because the path could be unclear, or it could be full of hidden pitfalls, so we decide to just stay in place. And while planning ahead is always good, and checking the path ahead, which of course is the energy of this rune again, looking for hidden pitfalls, if we stay in the energy of fear for too long, we don't progress. We don't move forward. We don't achieve what we want to achieve. We miss out on opportunities, so on. So this is the energy of, the positive aspect of this energy is melting the fear, is melting the ice that's keeping you frozen in place by allowing the sun to shine on it. When sunlight shines on ice, usually melts. And when this rune is drawn in a reading alongside other runes, it interacts with the other runes around it. So its meaning can change according to the runes around it. For instance, if it's drawn with uruz, which is strength, it could mean that there's strength available, but fear is stopping you from claiming that strength. If it's with daggars, for instance, it could mean also that you are progressing on a path and you need to find ways to move forward quickly because you're on a transition. You're in a transition phase, but an Isaz can help you actually move through that transition quicker if you apply certain tasks and strategies according to what the reading may entail, what the person has asked. And that's what I will intuit through a reading. So yes, this is the energy of fear, of swift movement, of assessing the pitfalls and the hidden dangers on your path. Being aware of glamour. Is someone casting a glamour spell on you? Or are you not utilising glamour where you could? And it's not necessarily used to deceive, but also to boost your reputation and appearance and vibration. That's what glamour is. People use it to deceive, of course, but that's not the energy of this. It's only when you are being deceived or dazzled by glamour. So yes, if you're stuck in fear, if you're frozen in place in fear, then this rune is telling you it's time to move forward. It's time to allow the sun to shine on the ice and melt it away. And once you do move forward, your path will be swift on the ice. Be aware of hidden pitfalls, of course, of where the ice could crack. You could go through the ice. You may have to alter your path accordingly. But this is saying now that it's time to move forward and to start on your path proper. Because fear is not serving you in any way. Fear can be good to an extent. It urges us to be cautious. But if we allow fear to control us rather than the other way around, then it's a bad thing. We are stuck in the negative vibration of fear. And we can vibrate in fear in everything we do. It can take over our entire lives. So Isaz is saying, allow the fear to melt away and move forward with confidence and power. What is the meditation of this? I'll have a look in this book. Isaz. Where are you? Here we are. Okay, so this meditation will bring the energetic benefits of Isaz into your life to help things move or to create a glamorous mist around them, as I was saying before. So you need a journal, a timer and something comfortable to sit on. And in your journal, draw or write Isaz 4 times. Then make yourself comfortable. Sitting cross-legged helps, and set a timer for 3 minutes. So make fists with both hands and bring them to the centre of your chest, knuckles touching each other, pointing your thumbs upward towards your head. So like this. And hold this position, close your eyes and take long, deep breaths for the 3 minutes. And then when the timer goes off, journal what came up. So it says here that you can do this over and over for about an hour with a 5-minute break in the middle if that feels okay. Any longer than that, and the energy will get too big to control and insert itself into your life in unexpected or unpleasant ways. So be careful with this one. So the affirmation is, I am true to myself. Yeah, so another thing that says in this book, and it's called Runes Made Easy by Richard Lister. So if the rune shows up, what is confusing you? What is glamorizing you? These are the questions you should ask yourself. Is there a glamorous distraction? What is locked solid and needs to move? What is moving and needs to be solid. That's an alternate view as well. The opposite of what is locked and needs to be moved. So a very diverse rune, this one, a very powerful one, and very useful in a lot of ways. So try that meditation. And please like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment on the video as well if you have any questions or you've got something you want to see from this channel, from these readings, and happy to look at it for you. And in the meantime, may your journey be blessed.